We face the same timeless choice that Moses put before the people of Israel thousands of years ago. As we were about to enter the Promised Land, Moses told us that our actions will determine whether we bequeath to future generations a blessing or a curse. And that is the choice we face today.
It is the same Bible that tells us in the stories of the Old Testament, much which has guided many people across this world. But when we turn from the Old Testament to the New Testament, it is Romans that says to us, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, not any country, not any human being. So that the Bible can't be used as a convenient aid when it suits us and rejected when it doesn't. In the midst of this...
Hi, what's up? I'm called Irene Ita. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. To all my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos wherever I post. I don't take your support for granted. And to those who watch me and they haven't subscribed, kindly hit the subscription button, put on the notification so that you get notified wherever I post a video. So guys, I've come across a video that has been doing round on social media about about PM of Barbados, Mottley, when he blasted the PM of Israel, when he selectively quoted the Bible, that he might have thought that that quote was supporting whatever he was doing in Israel and Gaza, and again the same Bible condemns whatever that he was doing, you understand? So guys, let us watch this video and get to talk about it and see if really the PM of Barbados did a good thing or not. Let's watch the video and let's talk about it down there in the comment section. Kindly, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, consider subscribing, put on the notification button so that you get notified wherever I post a video. Yeah.
As the book of Samuel says in the Bible, Netzach Yisrael lo yishaker. The eternity of Israel will not falter.
It is the same Bible that tells us in the stories of the Old Testament, much which has guided many people across this world. But when we turn from the Old Testament to the New Testament, it is Romans that says to us, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, not any country, not any human being. So that the Bible can't be used as a convenient aid when it suits us and rejected when it doesn't. Mr. President, above all else, we need a global reset on peace. There needs to be global peace. And those of us who are old enough would have recognized that there are peaks and valleys as it relates to this issue of conflict. There are few areas where the world is more in need of the United Nations acting as the United Nations to secure the objectives of the Charter than in the area of peace and security. The silence that has engulfed Sudan is unacceptable and may well be rooted in the racism that the world still carries as a badge of honor from the victories of the last great war of the World War II. The actions in Myanmar cannot continue. Ukraine has sucked more oxygen out of the global community and the global financial system than any of us can appropriately accept at that very time when the world needs to be applying its resources and efforts to fight in the greatest crisis known to mankind. And the spread of the war from Gaza to the consequences in the West Bank to now clearly what is happening in Lebanon as we speak with Israel, all of these are but the tip of an iceberg of death violence, and instability, and robs the global community of oxygen and resources at the very time when we need it most in a strategic way. We all know, as students of history, that even the longest war in history came to an end. These wars, yes, they too will come to an end. But the question is when and at what cost, and without much loss of life, with how many children not being able to be either given the chance to live or will now live with memories of war that will affect their every action for the next 60, 70, 80 years of their lives. Innocent people are paying the price with the one thing that is theirs to give, and they don't give it willingly. It is their life. Unless we address the root causes of these wars, one by one, and the manners in which they are being sustained and financed, we will never, never know anything else other than war and rumors of war in these theaters. The transmittal of these scenes of horror in real time into people's bedrooms, into people's living rooms, will trigger two extreme reactions, neither of which are acceptable to us in the third decade of the 21st century. We will either get the desensitizing of ordinary people to the loss of lives, especially those of innocent children and women on the one hand, or we will get, on the other hand, the anger and inclination for vengeance that it spawns necessarily. We need peace. And it cannot be too difficult for us to work for peace. It is the same Bible that tells us in the stories of the Old Testament, much which has guided many people across this world. But when we turn from the Old Testament to the New Testament, it is Romans that says to us, "Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord," not any country, not any human being. So that the Bible can't be used as a convenient aid when it suits us and rejected when it doesn't. In the midst of this maelstrom, we were very clear. My country took the step this year of recognizing and establishing diplomatic relations with the state of Palestine, in spite of having supported a two-state solution since 1969. And we did this because it is clear to us that the state and people of Palestine, human beings, are entitled to full recognition by integration into and support from the international community. The Charter does not say we the people, with the exception of any one group from any one part of the world. We join with others, therefore, in congratulating the state of Palestine in taking their seat among the United Nations member states as they did on the 10th of September of this year. And let me be clear, we condemn the actions of Hamas on October 7th. But we equally and strongly deplore the humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza, which is the result of the disproportionate use of force by Israel. There is no justification for it. And that is why treaties exist governing the rules of engagement for war. Because we as human beings learnt better and know better and committed to better. A two-state solution, no matter how elusive it may appear to be now, is the only answer. And I've said already this week that we have known difficult battles in mankind's history. But when we were in it, we didn't think we could achieve it. But we did. We abolished slavery. We removed apartheid in South Africa. These battles are not beyond our creativity, our capacity, and our resilience to resolve them. Similarly, we insist that the killing in Ukraine really has to stop. The people of Ukraine must be allowed to live within the internationally recognized boundaries of their state in peace and freedom from the threat of use or force. And as I said, it is sucking too much oxygen out of the global financial system, and countries that should be the beneficiary of aid are being told that they may have to wait in the interest of the defense of others because of war. I say to us truly, there has to be a singular commitment to build a peace. Truly. Mr. President, my own region has not escaped the scourge of instability and violence. The Americas do not constitute today a theater of war, but we are today witnessing, for some years now, an unprecedented escalation in the number and caliber of assault weapons which are finding themselves in the hands of criminals who are wreaking havoc on the legal systems and our societies, particularly in the small island developing states of the Caribbean and indeed in the wider states of Central and Latin America. This scourge caused by guns manufactured in the United States of America primarily also requires a fundamental reset. The right of persons to bear arms in countries not engaged in military conflict should not be an opening to accept as legitimate the presence of assault weapons in countries. It is simply not right. There is no place for assault weapons in our societies.
So beautiful people, welcome back. I hope you have watched the video. I hope you have watched the video. Yeah, so guys, here we are talking about Mottley, the Prime Minister of Barbados, and also we're gonna talk about the PM of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, when they were at the UN conference. They all assembled together. All leaders came together from different, all leaders globally from different countries, and every leader is given an opportunity to speak. You understand? You have to speak. You have to speak about your country. You have to speak about what you think about other countries, what is really happening in the whole world. You understand? Because everything that is happening is being shown on the television. We see what is happening in Israel. We know what's happening in Jamaica. We are seeing what is happening in the United States. We have seen what has happened in California, Los Angeles. We see what is happening in Burkina Faso. We know what's happening in South Africa. We know what is happening in South Sudan. You understand? So when these leaders are given that chance to weigh in the situation that is the world is affecting, everyone have to say something. So in this case, leaders are being called out to just talk about situations that are happening in different countries, and we notably notice that PM of Barbados is not happy with the way Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, stands up and quotes the Bible to try to prove a point of the things that it's happening in, what's happening in Israel and Palestine, whatever that is happening in Gaza. We know that. So when he quotes that Bible, it doesn't settle so good with the Prime Minister of Barbados, Mottley. So when he stands up, this is a lady who is very vocal. She just speaks the way it is. She doesn't mince her words. She will tell you on the spot. She will never forget. She will never sugarcoat nothing. She stands up and she condemns the Prime Minister of Israel for quoting the Bible, whereas the same Bible condemns all the ill things that Prime Minister of Israel is doing in his country and the neighboring country. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, she condemns it, because when we are coming together, we are trying to come together to solve issues of global warming, to solve issue of peace and security. We are coming together to just make sure that everything in the country, in the world, globally, we have the freedom. She is coming up to condemn all the wars that are happening in the world. She comes up to condemn all the series of wars that we've been experiencing in this world. She's not only talking about her country, Barbados, or she is not only talking about the Caribbean countries. She's putting all the world, because these are leaders of the world. They have come together. She is speaking at it is. She knows what is being, what war brings: destruction, insecurity. There's no peace, no hospitals. We see what has happened to Haiti. We are able to see what is happening to Sudan, South Sudan. We have seen what has happened to Gaza, Lebanon. We have seen what has happened to Palestinians. You understand? We have seen what has happened to Russia and Russia. We have seen when Russia started war. We have seen what is happening when war struck a country. It means that that country, all the developments, everything stands. You understand? So I love PM Mottley, because when she chooses to speak, she will not mince her word. She will put it at it is. She will talk about it. She doesn't care. You know, she's very eloquent. She's very intelligent. She is always determined. When she's given that opportunity, she will scrap you. She will put you down. She will tell you to your face. And that's the same women we want in leadership. That's the women we want to bring change. We want peace. We want to feel secure in our countries, in our places of work. We want our kids to go to school. There's so much unrest in Haiti, and the kids are no longer going to school. You understand? There's so much that is happening in these countries where there's just war, unending war. People of those countries, they don't enjoy peace. You understand? Women are always running with their kids on their backs. This is what the PM of Barbados is trying to tell us, trying to tell these leaders. They need to stand, they need to be on the front line. You know, they need to be the one to make sure that this world is at peace. But when you come and quote the Bible, and the same Bible condemns war, condemns killing each other, then that means that no, you are not a leader, you're not a chosen one from God. No. Yeah. So guys, let me know what you think about it down there below in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe. You know, for me, I love Mottley, Mia Mottley, the Prime Minister of Barbados. I love her for her touch, for her confidence, for her eloquence. She's very eloquent when she talks. She's one of the female leaders that I will always want to watch, to listen to, because she's that person who loves peace. And I envy her people, the people of Barbados and Caribbean, because when you border such a country with such a strong leader, I know all other Caribbean leaders, they ape her strength, they ape her confidence. You understand? And you are just forced to, you're just compelled to do the right thing, you know. So guys, look at that roster. So guys, it's from me, Irene Soita. Keep on subscribing and keep on supporting me. Keep watching my videos wherever you feel like you want to watch them. Just click, because I'm here at work. So until I see you next in another video, bye bye.